Hello to everybody watching on YouTube. Welcome to another episode of Learn Guitar with Surjo. My name is Surjo, and we'll be continuing with the very basics of guitar method with this particular video. We're just talking about the notes that are used to represent music on the guitar. Well, this is not specific to a guitar itself. This is specific to music. This will work on any instrument. All right, so this will be a pretty useful lesson. A lesson that I found during my teaching times that is surprisingly overlooked, as people just tend to rush towards getting their chords in and learning their songs. So we're talking about the notes here. So the first thing I want to say is people people in India know the concept of sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa or do re mi fa sol la ti do. Now, if you run through that, that's basically 7 notes, and then the note starts repeating. So sa re ga ma pa dha ni and sa. So that's 8 with the double sa. So that's 7 notes. Same with do re mi fa sol la ti and do again. So we're talking about 7 notes, and the 8th being a repetition. But it would then make sense that there are only 7 notes in existence, but that's actually not the case. So we'll try and find out how many notes there are. So the first thing that I'm going to play is something that I hope is familiar to you, which is this. So I hope you know what that is. Even if you're not a student of music or whatever, I hope that you know that that is basically the sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa or the do re mi fa. That's what it sounds like. So I played that entire thing. I started here, which is the 6th string, by the way. The guitar is the opposite instrument. This is not string 1. This is string 6. This is string 1. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is not the top of the guitar. This is the bottom of the guitar, and this is the top. Like I said, the guitar is the opposite instrument. So we're on the bottom end, we're on string 6, and we're going. So you see where I finish. I finish here where there are 2 dots. So I need to know which fret this is. So I'll just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And I started out. And this is when you don't press a fret, it's called an open string. So I started out with an open string and I finished on the 12th fret. So in total, we covered 13 notes. Now, even though I played 8 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I actually covered 13 slots. So there are 5 extra notes. So always keep that in mind. So now, what are the names of the notes and what are the names of the 5 extra notes? The names of the notes very simply go from A to G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Those are the 7 notes we have. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. All right? And then there are the 5 notes in the middle. Now, the way to explain that is this is how it goes. If I take a note and I move up, so this particular note is called A, right? This is the first note, A, and I play the next note to it. The next note to it is not B. There's an intermediate note between A and B. That's how we fill up these extra 5 notes. These extra 5 notes are filled up by these intermediate notes. So these intermediate notes, if I'm going up from A and going up to B, the note in the middle is called A sharp. A sharp. So anytime I'm having a note and I'm moving up from that note, it'll be called a sharp. A sharp is denoted by the very popular hashtag. I'm sure you know what a hashtag is. So if not, it'll be shown on the screen. It'll be called as, after A, it'll be called as A sharp. So it'll be written as A followed by the hashtag. Now, will every note have a sharp? No, obviously not. Like we said, there are 5 extra notes and 7 notes in the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. By the way, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, they are called your natural notes. All right. So notes which do not have a sharp or a flat, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, they are called as your natural notes. And the notes which have sharps, as right now, and we'll deal with flats in just a minute, they are called as accidentals. So we cannot have 7 accidentals, because then instead of total number of notes being 12, which we just counted first, we'll have 14. So no, 5, right? So we need 5 accidentals, which means there are 2 notes which do not have a sharp. And those 2 notes are B and E. So after B, there's no B sharp. After B, there's just C. After E, there's no E sharp. There's just F. Did you get that? So after B, there's just C. After E, there's just F. Apart from that, after each note, there is the corresponding sharp. Okay? So we'll just run through that. Now this string is the E string. The 6th string is the E string. Every fret will be moving up 1 note. So if I start on E, then my next note has no sharp, so it will be F. The next note has a sharp, will be F sharp. Then G, because we're moving up the alphabet. Then G sharp. Then we go all the way back to A. A, it moves as in a circle. Then we have A sharp. B, alphabetically, but B does not have a sharp, so we come to C. Then we go to C sharp. Go to D. D sharp. And we're back on E on the 12th fret, as you can see. So E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. Now this you could see, this was going, well, it was going from my left to my right. All right, moving up the fretboard, right? Now, like I said, I have A, and if I'm moving up the fretboard, I go from A to A sharp. But if I'm moving down the fretboard, I go from A to A flat. A to A flat. Now, flat is denoted by a small italic B. It will be shown in the graphic somewhere so that you know what it looks like. Now, the question you might ask is, before A was A flat, but after G was G sharp. So isn't that the same note? Yes, it is. Physically on the fretboard, G sharp and A flat occupy the same space. What is the difference then? Well, I'll tell you what the difference is. The difference is, say for example, I stay in Jamshedpur, you stay wherever you stay, and there is an exact middle point between my house and your house. Both of us decide to meet at this middle point. So we take the journey and we meet at the middle point. Now, effectively, both of us are at the same spot, but we've had 2 completely different journeys. So that's the point. That while you may land up at the same place, the process is different, hence it is called something different. When you're going up from G, it's called G sharp. When you're coming down from A, it is called A flat. So in this case, to make things easier, I already know that this is E, so I'll be moving back down. I have to go back down the alphabet and work it with flats as opposed to sharps. So I'll start from here, E, E flat. Oh, by the way, before I continue, I'm sorry for that. Just like there were 2 notes which do not have a sharp, B is followed by C and E is followed by F. Similarly, naturally, 2 notes do not have a flat. F, it does not have a flat because before F there's E. And C does not have a flat, before C there's B. Alright, so if B does not have a sharp, then C does not have a flat. If E does not have a sharp, F does not have a flat. Alright, fine. So we start on the 12th fret, we play E, E flat, D, D flat, C, no flat, so B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, E. Let me run that by you again. E, E flat, D, D flat, C, no flat, B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, no flat, E. So that's how the naming of the notes are done. You move upwards, it's called in terms of sharps. So you have E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. And then you come back down in terms of flats. So you can go E, E flat, D, D flat, C, B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, E. Now that does not mean that every time you're going up you call it sharp, so every time you're coming down it's called flats. No, that's not the way it works. I'll explain to you how it works when we encounter scales. As of right now, this is just for you to understand and to learn. It's for you to understand and for you to learn. Alright? Okay. So that was naming of the notes on a guitar. We will name all the notes on all the strings once we know what the standard tuning of a guitar is, so don't worry about that. Now, I hope this video was helpful to you. Please share it with all your friends and your family and everyone who's interested in how to play the guitar. And subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can stay updated with all the videos. There'll be a lot more coming. Alright. And till next time, take care and remember, perfect practice makes perfect.